with the public knowledge base, it takes a bit more hits. So we've slowly, gradually grown it from what was 5 users on a little test 2 years ago. We've now got 109 users. And as I said previously, there's only about 45 permanent employees in the organisation. So we're pulling in all these disparate groups that we wanted to. So our associates, franchisees, the associates of the franchisees is in divisions. And we're also pulling in our customers as well. So they're helping us to generate the IP that keeps our company going, keeps us on the cutting edge. Now, I don't know whether you guys are all familiar with this, the adoption curve for new technologies. You have your early adopters and late majority, etc., etc. We are about here. That's where we feel we are just picking up the laggards now. There aren't that many of them. There's a few stubborn SharePoint users that I've currently got some Colombian hitman hunting down, who just will not let go, but we will have them off of SharePoint within the next couple of months and onto what is without doubt a much better solution. So what lessons did we learn when we were going through this? Don't worry about getting it right first time, except groups and spaces. Security. Which if you don't get that right first time, you don't actually give it some thought, you'll spend your entire life reworking the damn thing and that'll be the end of it. But it is very much a learning process. Don't expect it to hit the ground running from nothing unless you've got a very, very well scoped requirement. Except that people will not like it. They will fight against it. It's change. People don't like change. You just have to go with it. Build a body of people who are willing to go with it, and then let them carry everybody else through. It was an in-joke for about 6 months where people would say, if you've got a, it's on my Active Ops. Oh, I don't have a log on. Ah, come on. As I say, information is power, never easily relinquished. One of our managing partners has a laptop stuffed with great IPs, and if it wasn't for the fact he'd backed it up on a network drive and we'd stolen everything off of it, it would still be on his laptop. So people like that kind of sense that they have something that other people don't. And WebDAV on Windows 7 sucks. Having rolled Windows 7 out to the entire organisation, we wanted to use WebDAV and it doesn't work, and it's a real pain. It would be really great if we could. We're still at the stage where we store documents online, so obviously the FD stores some spreadsheets on there, and it would be really great if he could just click on it, open it up, do what he needs to do, and save it back onto my Active Ops, onto Confluence. Once you've got it up and running, make sure it's available. Easily, Jamie's smiling because we have some stability problems with our supplier, not necessarily with the product. But it gives people an excuse. Well, it's never available, even if it's only not been available for a couple of minutes in the last month. Just make sure it's always available. And keep it simple. Some great presentations about plugins and the like. Unfortunately, there appears to be a kind of step between, or the communication isn't as good between Atlassian and some of the plugin developers about versioning. So what we end up with is we'll try and roll a new version, and then there'll be some plugin that doesn't work. And we end up having to take all the plugins out and then add them back in one at a time until we find out what the offending plugin is. So it's a real pain. So we've just kept it very, very simple, stayed away from the plugins, just used a real simple few. We've set up a steering committee. Once the business kind of decide they want to stick their oar in a say, we say, well, that's great, let's set up a body for you to do it. So we have a steering committee. They have their own space, and we have meetings, and they define what actions we want next. Where are we going? What are we going to use this for next week? What are we going to use it for next year? How does it link in with the business strategy going forward? We've decentralized administration. So we have space administrators. Jamie is very good at the administration side, but we try to keep him for more sort of technologically challenging activities. So we always make sure we've got 2 space administrators, primary and secondary. They are responsible for that space. They're responsible for following the guidelines. They are responsible for following the company rules. They are responsible for enforcing them. And we let demand drive the cost. As I say, we've got a steering committee. So they say, I want it purple. We don't like the blue, we want it purple. So we say, well, okay, that's going to cost you X. And then therefore we get our funding. Never give in, right down the bottom. Never give in and never give up. Just keep going. This really does have a dramatic effect on the business. So it's always worth remembering that it is worth it in the long run. Never be put off of this product. It is truly outstanding. So where are we going to take it in the future? So our existing platform was actually our proof of concept platform. And so we're looking to move it off of that and into a more stable environment, more under our control, where we can continue to grow My Active Ops. And we're going to deploy Jira. We've got a service and relationship management tool based on Jira, and we're rolling that out as we speak. It's starting slow, very much like Confluence did. We've got sort of sub 20 users, although the licensing, I think, is up to 100 or so. And again, we're just rolling out slowly but surely, taking our time, doing exactly the same way as we did with Confluence. We've got our Jira Mobile plugin for iPhones. We're looking at Greenhopper as an extension, and basically anything else the world is our oyster after that. Once we've got Confluence in, it's running. There's a substantial amount of opportunity for us not only to affect our own destiny, but also the destiny of those people we work with, both as customers and as partners.